Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Welcome, Granddaddy. Welcome, Stacy. Oh, got a Switch? All right. We go through phases where we play the Switch and then we don't touch it for like a year. So I don't know where we are right now. We were playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Odyssey or what's the new one? Probably not Odyssey. What's the new Mario? All right, I don't remember what it's called. Animal Crossing's kind of addicting, but we had to restart the game like 3 times. I will give you one piece of advice. If you're going to get Animal Crossing and you plan on playing as well, I would start the game with your account. If she doesn't have her own account, we each, like the 3 of us, have our own like accounts to play the games. And the person that starts the game is sort of in charge of a lot of important decisions. And when our daughter stopped playing the game, we couldn't do anything. I had to go in and play her game to progress the game. So I would handle it differently. So we actually ended up starting the game 3 different times because then I took over the island with the second game and then I wasn't really playing and Granddaddy wanted to do stuff. So now we restarted and now she is the island representative and she has to handle all the important stuff. And it claims that there is like local multiplayer, but it doesn't really work like you would expect. There is like a person in focus that is doing the things they want to do. And then the other people are there, but they're very limited. My guess is the Switch is not powerful enough to be able to handle local multiplayer with everybody being able to play their own game. It just can't do it. So one person is essentially playing the game and the other person is just kind of like wandering around and very limited in what they're able to accomplish. So just keep that in mind. We tried to play it all together and I couldn't even get in the game. So those 2 were playing for a little bit and it just didn't really seem that fun. It's probably fine if you all have your own Switch and you can all play the game individually, but on the same island, but not locally. Yeah, if you collect stuff, So on the DS, you could do that. I'm not sure. I don't know much about that. Was that New Leaf that was on DS? I don't know. I know there's like a bunch of Animal Crossing games. We have, was it New Horizons, I guess? And, if you're playing by yourself, it's fine if you just want to waste some time. But then I think it got in my head that I guess maybe it does have an ending. I don't really know. But then I'm like, when is this going to end? Like, am I actually going to get something out of this? Because I like to beat games and I guess there wasn't enough instant gratification to keep me hooked for more than, I don't know, a few weeks at most. Multiplayer was good. Yeah, I think multiplayer on New Horizons is good as long as everybody is playing online together on an island, but not couch co-op. That's just my opinion. Maybe some people don't mind just kind of It was kind of like if you played Sonic and then the second controller could control Tails and you could like move around and stuff, but you couldn't really play the game like you could if you were Sonic. It almost felt like that to me. It's like if you have a young child who wants to play the game and, you know, they have another controller and they're moving their character around, but they can't really cause any damage. But if like one person just wants to play, it's not a bad game at all. It was my first experience with Animal Crossing, and it was supposed to be for Mini Death, but she's not even interested because of something that happens in the game. That she didn't like. I don't want to like spoil stuff. I'm not sure if you really care, but like there was an event in the game and she didn't care for knowing that it could even happen. So now she's like too afraid. When she knows there's a possibility of any type of failure, she doesn't even want to try. Even though she's probably fine with it. So we are on the last mission of this game. And then I think the idea I had was to start playing The Last of Us Part 1, which is the PS5 remaster. Yeah, like we can't play Old Maid. Like that's getting donated because as soon as she gets the Old Maid, she doesn't want to play anymore. Every single time. She'll play Uno. She'll play Sorry. Like she can play games, but certain things like just trigger her and there's no coming back from it. One thing I do want to point out, since we only have one mission, I brought up an IGN. There aren't really any cheats, but there are like walkthroughs. And I didn't even realize it, but there are hidden plane parts that you can find. And if you find all of the parts, you can put together like this hidden airplane. The other way to get stuff is by playing these other modes and whatever target and sky canvas is. Let's see, like unlock the Corsair. You have to get really good at pulling acrobatic tricks. What is that for? Oh, unlock the Hovanala. I didn't even have to look. Hello, welcome. Nice to see you again. How was work? Gonna go old school with her gaming so she doesn't get into violence yet. That's funny, but understandable. Yeah. I don't think Mini Death cares about violence. Like when she was a baby, she saw Bloodborne, and now she sees it and she doesn't remember it at all. And none of the Souls games even like make her flinch. Like she just sits there and she'll watch. Like she's been into the Justice League and like Marvel cartoons and Batman and stuff like that. And that'll be on in the background. She won't even care. I can't even really get her to play video games. One day she was like, Dad, I'm not really a gamer. I'm like, okay. So work was work. Hey, but it's over. So that's what really counts. Did you get a chance to grab a bite to eat yet? Yeah, I've had that on, but she doesn't really, like for me, maybe it's because I have Twitch on, but I don't really watch it. For me, it's just like background noise, and I turn it down really low or mute it because a lot of the people I watch, mostly the people from this group that comes in here and related, I can't have the volume on because nobody is safe to listen to. So, like stuff is on, but it's not really, it doesn't have her attention because it's, I guess it's not noisy. Hovanala, you got the secret word. Man, you know, I forgot what I said it. Nice job. That's been set for like months probably. I don't know. Now I'm going to have to remember to reset it. So yeah, there are other planes we can unlock. So we're going to play the game and then maybe we'll just try and see if we can get like another plane or something like that, or try and find those hidden parts. But like I said, the idea is then I do want to start The Last of Us like the remake, not remastered, the PS5. So it's called The Last of Us Part 1 because both parts yeah, I'm telling you that. And that should not be, that should be turning itself off after one time. Hold on. Why are you... I don't know why it keeps going. Let me edit this real quick. Where do I set that? I actually have to do some... I don't remember how I used to... Oh, I can add a condition. I don't know why that used to be on there. I guess maybe with an update, it got rid of the conditions because they updated something. But I used to have it set so that it would go off one time and then it would turn itself off. So it seems like they changed stuff. So variable name, I would want it to be, I suppose, whatever the message. If it's the message or message ID. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. They changed it a bit. Oh, wait. What is that? I don't know. Well, whatever. I'll work on this tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, I had it set like so that whatever was typed, it would turn the command off, and it worked. So they must have messed around with stuff. I was shocked that it worked a second time. I used to have it on all the time. You can type it normally, and yeah, sometimes I can set it up to match like anything or... Why do I have to tell people that I'm streaming? Follow me, turn your alerts on. I'm not going to message every single person I know when I'm going to stream. What's going on, Rev? You didn't miss anything. Hovenala just set off Pee Wee Herman. All right, so we're on the final level. So much hate. Well, when people don't take responsibility for themselves, you know, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. You know, it's my life. So I see the controller got delayed. I don't know why, but it's stuck somewhere in Pennsylvania. It says like weather related. I don't know. Is it like encased in a block of ice now or something? I don't know. Yeah, Manydeath had off 3 days this week. The Monday was for snow, and then Tuesday and Wednesday were for the weather. All right, let's just try this mission again. The final mission, a tight squeeze. I think I'm using that one plane that's a little bit faster. So I might need to switch to the slower plane. Oh, no, I'm on the baby plane. Never mind. I still can't do it. Yeah. All right. So we've got all night to work on this. Hopefully it's doable. You know, with this game, if you guys don't remember, you get one chance. And if you crash, you got to start the whole level over, even if you crash on the runway at the end of the level. Like, even though I didn't crash, it blew me up. I can't wait to get back on the other side of the screen. It's freaking me out being on the left side. I don't need any rubs right now. I'm good. But thanks. So what were you doing? I mean, I've only been live for like 27 minutes. So like I said, you didn't miss anything. Now, I haven't played this since the last time we met, so I'm going to need to warm up a little bit, remember how to actually fly this stuff. I remember there were some tricky rocks that we kept crashing into. I'm sure we'll get more people in here once I actually start playing a game that people heard of and actually care about. So I'm not really advertising myself because no one cares about this game. This game has like 105 followers on Twitch. So, I mean, I should have like 100 people here. I don't know what they're doing right now, but it can't be better than this. You know? You know what I mean? Yeah, it says 105 followers. Did you know games could have followers? I did. Do you follow games? I follow games. Like categories and that. You can actually follow the categories, not just people. You're eating Mexican tacos? Gross. I don't even know what that means. What is a Mexican taco? Isn't that just any taco that you're eating? Yeah, sometimes, there aren't any people on playing a game that I want to watch. So following people is great. All right, well, it looks like we got ads coming. But sometimes I want to actually see a game, so then I will follow the category. I'm going to be crashing soon, just to let you know. We're coming up to the part that I just have not figured out how to get past. And it's probably because I'm flying too high. And terrible. But mostly high. Adds in 30 seconds. All right, here's where we start crashing. Oops. Just a little boop. It's okay. That's what we call turbulence. Some people call it hitting rocks. I call it turbulence. Oh, look. They made a little hole for the plane to fit. Kinda. Alright. I don't know. Is this the first time we made it this far? Maybe. Oh wait, we made it this far. I'm pretty sure I remember this. I think we got here like one time. Just want to check how far we are. So we are over halfway. All right, we got to go low here, maybe? I don't know. Is this smart? I mean, most of the things I do are not. I feel like we need to be down here. I think the rings typically kind of tell us where to be. Why? What? Oh, we can't go this way? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Why is it when I come in here, it feels like there's always like cat hair on my glasses or something? So I guess you can't go in there or something? I don't know. Well, that was pretty good though. All right, so we got to restart that because that's how this game rolls. All right, boom boom without the boom boom. Take two. It's tough to see. Oh, I was doing fantastic and you missed it. So what happened there? I got into some area that said, essentially, you're going the wrong way. Don't go there. I'm not sure what that's all about. I was reading about some of the planes that are hidden in this game are so powerful that you can use them to like fly over some of the levels. And that's how people get such good scores. So apparently there are hidden runways. And, you know, I've seen them and I always wondered, why are there these runways that we don't use? And you're supposed to land on them and you'll probably find those parts of those secret planes. I'm just wondering, like, there's probably no way to go around this. I don't know. They didn't give me that. That's a ripoff. Alright, so we did alright last time. The beginning of that arch section, though, I don't do very well in it. There's a little bit of rudder action here. This is the only way I can do this. This plane is so slow. So we're never going to get a time bonus because it's just not fast enough. But I don't care. I'm here to get through the levels, not get the best time. At least right now. If you want to open stuff, you have to get higher scores. If you want other planes. I mean, that's essentially all you can do is upgrade your plane by getting good scores or, unlock new planes, which I suppose could be easier to fly? I don't know. I know I unlocked that one experimental plane, and it's not very fun. So I think my whole problem with the dropping frames was because I just didn't have good enough connection. Enough bandwidth, essentially. Because ever since I bumped it up, it's been fine. Looks like we got a tailwind. Or we did. Not right now. Oh, that's fine. It doesn't mind if you boop a little bit. I'm not sure how else I can get through there. So now we got to figure out how to get through that section with a tunnel. I don't know exactly what was going on there. Wow, we are zooming now. What happened? Oh god, we got some slowdown. PS2, get it together. Sometimes this game kind of stresses out the system. It has trouble keeping up with all the graphics. Alright, so now what do I do here? I guess I have to go this way? Because there's two different ways to go. I don't think it matters. They both lead to the same place, but... I want to know why I stalled out with, like, headwinds or whatever was going on there. It was like the winds were so strong. It stalled me out. And I'm at max power. Oh, I see. You know what I did? I got to the end of this, the fork in the road, essentially, and I tried to go backwards on the course. I made a tight right here. I didn't realize I had to go straight. I can't see on the map. It looks like it's solid, but I think that just means you have to go over this. Oh god, don't stall. Don't stall. So, yeah, that was my bad. Okay, we are not in a stall right now. Not too bad. We're in a stall again. I think we're supposed to. Like, that's how this level works. We keep stalling. Hey, Roa. Thanks for the lurk. Oh, what? It just slammed me into the rock? It just slammed me into the rock. Thanks a lot. Alright, so this isn't really that hard. It's just the game does whatever it wants. I guess they wanted me to go down instead of over that. I don't know. Whatever. Luckily, these levels are not too long. Like, this looks like it has a 12-minute timer for, like, you know, getting a decent score. Maybe that's like the A. I don't know. Kind of feel like crud. Yeah, it's been a rough week for me because she's had off from school so much. She's been in okay mood, though. Sometimes not so much. Like, she's like rude to me and hugs me all day. And I just can't wrap my brain around what's happening. She'll be mad at me for like saying one thing, and then she'll just hang on me and want to like lay on me, and like, I don't understand. You know, Rav, you could just go. You don't really have to tell us. I mean, if I just got up and left, it'd probably be kind of weird. So, you know, I'll throw up the BRB. But you know, you can just relax. And I'm not your mom. I think in there they might want me to go through that. They really don't. It's not a perfect simulator, but you know, it does like to stall you if you're trying to pull off some impossible physics stuff, which is fine. It's a flight simulator. That's all it does. There's no enemies or anything. It's not a shooter. It's just a flying simulator. So I get it. Wow, this guy. Thanks for noticing. I'm assuming you're talking about my skill. I get that a lot. I saw Brahms briefly in Maddie's. He was lurking over there. I was going to stop in. I saw he was playing that Albion online. Because I actually have Albion. But I have like the actual game, not the I have like the single player, I guess you want to call it. I don't have the online. And I was kind of curious. Like, I don't know anything about it. And I was like, oh, I'll just watch Brahms play it. But it's probably not the same game at all. You know? See, they probably don't like me going over this. They want me to go through the rocks and all that. I had trouble getting through that at one time. Maybe it's because I was using the faster plane. I'm not really in the mood for an RPG right now, so I don't think I'll be doing any Albion, but... Uh-oh. Wasn't really where I wanted to be. So I gotta think about how I want to handle that section where I guess I have to stay low and try and fly through stuff. I'll just go... Oh, it did that slow down again. So I think the idea for this level is they want you to fly low as possible. I mean, they kind of tell you that. They're like, you know, the winds are so windy. I don't know. I have a hard time changing altitude when I'm trying to do a bank turn, because I know if I try and change altitude with my rudder, I'm gonna go the wrong way, because I don't fly enough to be quick on my feet. Oh, this is where we have to go up and over. Let's try and... We did a little bit of rudder action there. All right, so here we are again. I'm in the rock. I'm gonna crash because I can't see. Okay. That was not fun. Yeah, so they want me to go down there, is the idea. Which I thought I did before. I would say I would just not go this way next time. You know, if I was a pilot. I would say, you know, avoid that place that has all the giant rocks sticking up out of the ground. All right, this is where they nailed me before. I really don't think I should be getting through any of that because I couldn't see, and I don't know. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. We were almost done. That was the end. That was the end. We were almost done with that. Oh, yeah. We have to deal with the ads too. And she has learned how to close the ads. It's funny. She likes to play Peggle on the iPad, and it's just littered with ads like every 10 seconds. It's really bad. So she knows what to look for, or she just waits for the ads to play. Yeah. Once I saw where I crashed, I didn't know it was turning into like one of those worm tunnels, the wormholes. Even on this slow plane, it's really hard to react fast enough, and they're just unforgiving when it comes to the stuff that they threw in those caves. Like, why in the world would you be flying a plane in a cave? It's so dumb. But I know it's a game, but refueling from a train, yeah, I know. It's not realistic at all. No points. Thanks a lot. Still didn't get it. Thanks for that. So, you know, it can be done. That one section where I was inside the rock, that was luck. And the reason I didn't crash was just because I just happened to be coming out into an area where there was no rock. And then I reacted to what I saw. But that's not guaranteed to happen again. Try to lay down your glasses on. Yeah, if I know I'm getting questionable, I will actually just take them off. Because sometimes I get stuck. I get stuck on the couch. And I need that get off the couch nap. People take planes into caves all the time. I'm curious. Not interested in going, but I would watch that like YouTube channel of people flying planes in caves or stuff like that. Rav? Yeah? Is there something? Can I go over this little thing? I guess it's not going to get too mad at me, but I'm constantly staring at my knots. You guys watching my knots? Rav, you're probably looking at my knots. Let me know if they're too low. Pretty smooth. Yeah, sometimes we hit like a nice round, like 150, 200. Here we go again. This part doesn't even really faze me. I don't like flying through the towers of rock, though. Wow, Rav, you're so controlling. I think I can hide my knots. All right. We're coming up on... I wonder what's on the other side. I don't know if I've ever gone that way. Like, is it better or worse than going this way? I don't... This side's fine, I guess. I'm kind of used to it now. Kind of used to it staying low. All right, so don't go backwards on the course. Oh, here's where we gotta, like, go up and over this. Stall on me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that part. It's kind of silly. Like, why am I going through the rocks? Trying to turn with my rudder. All right, now I'm gonna have to concentrate a bit. I feel like I should go around this side, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't really matter as long as we get through. Oh, God. There's no good way to get through that part. It's like either I get through it or I don't. Because if I go too high, then they stall me. I was trying to plan out, like, where am I going to go when I get around that one? Because I don't remember what's on the other side of that post. You do get better at this, even if you don't feel like it, or even if you don't want to. You get used to, like, where you have to be, and it's really difficult to get through a course on the first try, that's for sure. It'd be funny if I could just fly around this, but it probably would tell me I'm out of bounds or something. Kind of curious though. What's to the left? Since we just restarted. Is it just like a big mountain that I can't go over? And if I can just fly around it, should I? I would like to beat it legitimately, you know? I can. I basically got to the end and then I got wormholed. This is kind of funny. Wonder how long they let you go. Like, I'm not close. Oh, it looks like at some point I'm going to get too close to the edge of the map. But they let you go on pretty long. That's all right. You can't stay outside of that, that rectangle. Scenic route? Yeah. Is that a clip? Or what's the YouTube there? I don't know if I can see a preview of it. I can't see what it is without clicking on it. Warning, area limit. Just trying to stay away from... Looks similar to this game. Oh yeah, we're coming up on the area limit. I'm not going to be able to fly around it. There's like a little bump out there. Yeah. That's alright. It only wasted like 3 minutes. And we are outside of the boundary. Now we're on autopilot. I like that autopilot is just to kill me. It was trying to put me back on the course, but because the course was inside of a mountain, it just killed me. So no, you cannot fly around it. I'm sure there are some planes that could fly over this stuff. Okay, so I need to have a plan for getting through the section that wants to stall me if I go over those. I don't know. It's kind of hard when you can't remember what's past it. Autopilot doesn't maneuver the plane. I mean, it's kind of like exactly what it does. What do you mean? I don't want a handheld console. I wish Nintendo would just make a regular console. It's neat that the Switch is portable, but, you know, I'm paying for a fancy screen that I don't want. It would be so much cheaper to not have it portable. You know, they have to make things so tiny that they fit in that little case when they could just make a decent console that was even more powerful. It's like they assume their entire audience is into like mobile gaming. It's too bad they killed the 3DS because it was a pretty solid console. The only thing it really has going for it that I even care about is that it's backward compatible. I think that's something that every console should strive for. Sony has been pretty good, but the problem is they don't stick with it. You know, they'll put out a new console, you know, before they go slim, and it has all the parts you need for all the games. And then they stop making it. I just wish things were not always limited and, you know, they're just feeding off of, you know, the fear of missing out people. And some people just can't buy a new console every couple of years. I guess it's kind of the downside to being a console gamer versus a PC gamer, but my computer is too old now to play anything like new on high settings. And it's impossible to build a new computer right now. So here we are. I'm playing PS2 games, which is fine. I like it. I like the PS2. It might be my favorite console. Has an amazing library, and it's backward compatible with PS1. There is a cat hair on my nose, and it's bothering me. I can feel it. It was just bothering me. Oh yeah, I fixed this shirt today. I got this shirt like around when my daughter was born, but didn't wear it very much because the button on the sleeve broke off. But you know, they typically sew like extra ones on the inside. So tonight I looked up some videos and like how to sew a button on a shirt, and I sewed it on. There's this one here. I sewed that button on. It's functional. I'm not completely satisfied with the way it turned out because I feel like I was doing a good job like crisscrossing my threads, but it doesn't look like I did. So I don't know what happened there. I don't really feel like redoing it because it is a solid attachment. Oh, this is where it slows down. It gets me every time. I still don't think buying a Switch is a bad thing, even though there's a new one coming out. It just means you can always get the Switch 2 when it goes on sale someday. And I don't know, I probably won't get rid of the Switch. I think it's still useful, and maybe just keep the regular Switch for handheld mode. I don't know if we're gonna make it over this. Oh my god, this game. I didn't really have a plan there. Yeah, we didn't get a Switch for a long time. It was out for many years before we finally got one. And I gotta say, Animal Crossing, it takes a long time to load on the Switch. So I'm kind of curious as to how it loads on Switch 2. The really funny thing is, a lot of games are just not optimized, and that's Nintendo's fault. Because there are flash carts, you know, like EverDrives and stuff like that, where you can load the games on and play them on your console. You know, you load the ROMs on it. Well, there is one like that for the Switch, and people found out that playing the games off of that cart, or was it that cart or emulating the games, they actually ran faster. They ran better through an emulator than through the actual Switch hardware. So I don't know what Nintendo did to the Switch to make it so questionably weak, but why would it run better through an emulator? I don't know enough about engineering, software engineering and programming to really make sense of that, but yeah. Yeah, I see you, Hovenala. I see you. And for the one thing, another thing I wanted to mention that I think is exciting is potentially a rumor. I don't know what we know about it yet, but the new Joy-Cons, well, the whole thing is bigger. So if you do get stuck playing with the Joy-Cons, it should be less painful. My hands are kind of big. I'm not a huge person, but the Joy-Cons are a bit small for me. So we have a Pro controller, and I typically like to use that if I play. I think anybody that likes to play the Switch likes to use the Pro controller. And it does come with that, you know, turn the Joy-Cons into a controller connector thing, but it's not the same. But the rumor is that the new Joy-Cons are going to have Hall effect joysticks, which means drifting of the joysticks should not be a thing, because the way the typical joysticks work is there's like a strip of metal and these things called wipers that essentially just kind of scrape along this carbon disc or whatever, I don't know, and it's essentially designed to fail. To me, like, I don't see how a system like that could really last long, and it's probably not designed to last long. So the Hall effect sticks, they work with magnets. There's no physical contact. It senses the position of the joystick with the magnetic field. So there really shouldn't be any drifting. And one of the first consoles to even introduce the Hall effect sticks. Now, probably not one of the first. I'm sure there's some like older consoles where it was more of a standard practice. But of the more modern consoles, the Dreamcast, even though it only had one joystick, it is a Hall effect style joystick, which when I was buying a new PC controller, I put a lot of effort into finding one that was indeed Hall effect, and that's why I went with the GameSir G7 SE or whatever. And it's like a $40 controller, which it's really not that bad. If you look at the Pro controllers, they're like hundreds of dollars. It's crazy. So it was like $40 on Amazon, and not that I want to support Amazon at all, but it's kind of where people sell stuff, unfortunately. I hate when I go to like a hardware site, I find out about some new cool like technology. I'm like, oh, where can I buy that? And you click on the like buy it now button on their website, and it just takes you right to their Amazon shop. And I'm like, this is not what I wanted. Oh, see right there, the joystick did something I don't like. I know it's going to stall. It's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to do that. Yeah, bad drifting. Not sweet, screaming around the corner drifting I'm talking about. You let go of the controller and for some reason you're still moving. That's what, I don't know if you guys remember that when I was playing Elden Ring. I was constantly like fixing my camera position. It was almost like I was trying to take a scenic view and like scrolling around the screen. And that was not the case at all. it was my controller, and it took me a long time to figure it out because it was my PS5. And I was like, new consoles don't drift. That's crazy talk. I heard some rumors about it, but I finally did my own research, and I was like, oh my God, my controller is drifting. So I got this bit of software on my computer that I don't recall the name of. It's just like Game Pad Tester or something dumb like that, you know. And oh, we can just fly right through that. Never mind. I didn't have to go through those. That was my bad. So yeah, it's just called like Gamepad Tester, and you plug in your controller and it gives you feedback on what your controller is doing, what buttons you're pushing, what, you know, it tells you like how it's registering. And oh God, what the heck? I can't see. So we got to that part again, and it's just too dark. Good night, Stacy. I'll be here, most likely on this same level, whenever you feel like you need to come back. Yeah, this app, it shows you like the circularity of the D-pad, or not the D-pad, the analog stick. So you move it in a circle, and it shows you the shape of the path that it takes. And they're never like a true circle, but you can see where you might have spikes, and then you can kind of find, like, if your controller has the ability, like I'm using the Edge controller, which is, yeah, it's dumb. It's one of those $200 controllers, but it has removable joysticks that are replaceable. And the idea is there's a company, a third-party company, that makes replaceable joysticks. I think they make them, they might even, are they drop-in maybe, even for like the Switch. They make Hall Effect, or they're going to make Hall Effect sticks for the PS5 controller. So if these do eventually drift, I can pop them out and just grab a set of Hall Effect sticks and never have to worry about it. All right, so now we know, we're learning, I feel like we're learning how to get to the end, but then we have to be able to react to that wormhole. And that's the part that I couldn't remember, since I only got to it one time. Getting over that really steep hill is challenging too, but I feel like what I was trying to do was like dive and then pull up longer than I was diving, so I'm not losing too much altitude, just so I don't stall out, and then eventually you just bounce off of the top of the rock like you're supposed to. See, I think that's what you're supposed to do there. You're just supposed to go around stuff. So we're definitely going to get through this. This is not one of the harder levels. I gotta say, it's not really that difficult. I know it sounds dumb saying that when I can't get past it, but there were some levels that I needed to go away from. They were just, you know, flying in caves. Not my favorite part. That cloud level was probably the worst. I don't know if you guys remember that one where you I was flying through the cloud. That was terrible. That was even worse than like the jet stream level. So some of those levels, I think you can unlock music, stuff like that, if you play those extra levels. The non-adventure stuff, like the target and whatever else they are called. I forget. Kind of wish I was better at the game so we could see more planes. Because I know there's a Corsair, which was my grandfather's favorite plane. I'm not sure if it's the, what is it, F4U or something like that. Probably is. I think that was like one of the more well-known configurations. But yeah, Corsair. I think the Corsair is cooler than the Mustang, personally. Oh, I think there's a stealth. I'm not sure if it's the stealth fighter or the stealth bomber, but there is a stealth something or other. There's a UFO. I know that. And the UFO, you can apparently like hover with it. So you can probably use that to find the parts, those missing parts for that one secret plane. Oh God, this is not going to end well. Bounced off the wall. I'm trying to turn and it slows down. The slowdown means the game is slowing down and I also can't input anything. You know, the entire thing is slowing down. I mean, I haven't really heard you complain too much about your stomach, so I'm guessing you're pretty well recovered from your problem. So I've been on this level for about an hour. That's cool. At least it's the last one. And it's not even hard. It's really not. This is one of those levels where if I wasn't streaming and I was just focused on the game, I probably would have passed it already. I feel that is true with a lot of people that do challenge runs and they're also good streamers. I'm not saying I am. I'm definitely not. But people that can actually get through challenges and, you know, entertain, that's like incredibly impressive from a nerdy gamer streamer perspective. Most people wouldn't really know the difference, but it's totally different when you have all this stuff like lights and screens and stuff blinking and moving. It's very distracting. So essentially what I'm saying is I'm blaming chat. And I've presented all of my evidence. Hey, Meow. I'm a great streamer. You're too kind. Well, I do look forward to seeing you all, that's for sure. So I wish I was a better streamer, because what I mean by that is, like, I wish I had, like, a real schedule. I don't feel like a real streamer. I used to be kind of, like, doing that, but it's too hard when there's, like, actual things in life to do that require your immediate attention. But, you know, I'm hoping that that'll change someday, so that's kind of why I keep streaming here and there. I don't want to just disappear forever and have to start from scratch. I'm not sure exactly how affiliate works. Like, if you don't stream, can they just take it away from you? Or once you get affiliate, are you good? Like, does anybody know? Because I don't always know if I'm going to have time to do this. This part I'm not great at. We're just going to squeeze through here real quick because I didn't plan that out. But yeah. Hi, Meow. Good to see you. My only weakness is the number of hours. Yeah, I used to do like 15 hours regularly. It's just hard. I don't know. There's nothing else I could say. It's the people that are making the mega bucks streaming. They basically got in at the right time, you know? Oh God, why is this controller doing this to me? It's really weird the way the joystick works sometimes. If you just turn it a little bit, it gets to this point where it just freaks out. And it turns the plane way faster and not in the direction that I want to go. That's kind of what's been happening lately. I don't know if it's because I'm using the PS5 controller or what. And there were times when I should probably not have been streaming, and I was just doing too much. That's kind of why I was like, all right, I need to disconnect. It's like I wasn't following people because I didn't want to get stuck chatting until ridiculous hours of the night because I really needed to sleep. And the problem is I like hanging out and chatting. So Maddie's like, weren't you following? I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was. He's like, you're going to lose your streak. I'm like, that's okay. I just know, I know my weaknesses are wanting to hang out and chat because I really have no one. I mean, I have, Granddaddy, but I mean, I don't have any real friends IRL. I was kind of down to like one, and then that's not really a thing anymore. And I will say it's probably mostly political reasons. So to me, honestly, it's fine because it's not stuff I really wanted to deal with anyway. Oh God, slowing down. See what I mean? So it's kind of important for me to stream and be here because that's who I have to talk to right now. And I look forward to it. I really do. Oh God, you jerks. All right, we're making it out. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to save it. What do I do? Oh, there's a whole other section to this? Where am I? Guess we keep flying this way. Hold on. You had affiliate taken away for some reason. You got it back. Yeah, I'm not sure where I was supposed to go, but I have a feeling it might not be that way. It almost seems like I need to go in this way. So it's not over yet. That's terrifying. What I really need to do is when I hit that room is like I really need to slow down. I don't even think about that. I could have slowed the plane down. I'm like flying full speed through this wormhole and I should just slow down. So let's keep going around this circle. I'm going to keep using the mini map because it's too foggy. Bomberade? I think I've played Bomberade. Yep. I won't lose affiliate. Yeah, I guess grass is always greener. Sometimes. Maybe streaming all the time isn't that great. I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to be flying through some kind of like spiral. Like, look at the map there. I think I'm going to have to enter through that hole there and then come up to the left and loop around to the left and then bank to the right and fly inside whatever this is. And then over, I don't even know. What happens when you're affiliate? You get more emote slots. You get, you can change your quality settings. Like sometimes you'd go into a stream and I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. You subbed? You just subbed? It didn't say anything.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
There it is. Oh, thanks. I was just like, wait a minute. I'm talking and you probably can't even hear me. I quietly subbed. Yeah, it was a little delayed on my end, but I saw the number next to your name in chat and I was like, where did that come from? Because it wasn't there and then it was. Well, yeah, thank you. Do appreciate it. A lot, really. I do. I just, I don't want to harp on it, but it means a lot. Everything's been delayed. Okay, so it's a Twitch problem. Shocked. Oh, it's 11:30. I never took my pills, and I was supposed to take those at 11. I'm surprised Stacy didn't say anything. So give me a second here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Bomberade. I'm pretty sure I probably popped that in one time. She's resting. It's okay. I'm only like a half hour late. It's not a big deal. None of the stuff I take is life-threatening if I don't. Because I didn't have the medication for like months. And the worst part was I had refills left, but they wouldn't refill them because I needed to go physically see the doctor, even though I've been taking this stuff for years and absolutely nothing changed. And I had refills. They wouldn't fulfill my prescription until I went to see my doctor, which it's kind of hard to get to. And I can't do a televisit. It had to be in person. Oh. That's a big one. just going to mute this so I'm not chewing in the mic. Yeah. Sometimes multivitamins taste like fish. Why is that? Hope I didn't get tangled up in the cat traits again. Yeah, Bomber Raid, is that like a top-down, is it like a vertical scrolling shooter? That's what I'm remembering. Okay. Yeah, I believe I played that. I don't know what's happening right now. Please don't be a wall. It appears to be a wall. I don't have much fuel. Oh, a flight stick? I wonder if I was supposed to go up over the falls. It must be in the middle there, like straight out. Is it? I wonder if it's in the waterfall. I don't think I ever had. I had a flight stick for my computer, but it was not a very good one. Yeah, I thought that might have been like the way out, but I guess I'm wrong. And I'm probably going to run out of fuel now. So that's cool. I'm not a big fan of it being a secret, you know? And I feel like I'm going to crash. What do you think I should do? Try and go through the waterfall? Like low through the waterfall? Oh, it looks like I have to go up. Never mind. Never mind. Oh god, it just like shot me. Slow down a little bit. A little concerned about that. You know, why didn't they give me the pontoon plane? You know? Okay, so we got to go over the falls. You know, I almost did that, but I'm like, no. I'm going to stall. So I didn't. And I should have. They really need to fix this place, you know? Full speed ahead. Oh no. Is this stuff moving? That is evil. Sorry, you gotta concentrate a little bit. Can't see very well, game. Water level is rising. That's not good. So is my blood pressure. I really can't see in front of myself. Yeah, this is hard to go back into now. This is hard to go back into. Oh, they let me start here? Oh my god. That's awesome. Oh my god. It's like another level. Thank you so much. I was gonna say, yeah, we're not doing this. Okay. I feel a bit better about that. I'm glad about the fires being under control because I saw there was another fire. I'm like, uh-oh. Now Rav is surrounded. I mean, not really, but kinda. I haven't looked at an update. I didn't realize there was another really bad destructive fire back in, it was like the 70s, maybe? That took out the Palisades area. All right, so that water doesn't seem to hurt me. At least not that time. So I think my problem was slowing down. I really can't slow down because I don't have enough time to regain my speed. So we've got to stay full power. I can't see my plane if I go like full screen, but I know there's a way that I can go full screen. Sort of like, you know, in front of the plane kind of view. Oh, the controller's getting wonky again. Don't know why it does that. It's probably the angle I'm pushing the joystick at. Whoa, that timing was bad. Because my problem with that last one where I crashed was I didn't have enough airspeed to get up over that without stalling, and I was trying to just kind of tap it, and it didn't like that. Did not like that at all. They probably have this timed so that you can fly through it full speed and everything will line up perfectly. But even this slow plane is a bit fast for me. Alright, so this is where the water level is rising. So I'm going to have to do some... Don't do that. I was going to say some like rudder steering. Rather than trying to turn with my ailerons. Probably banking. Not really enough room to bank. I'm guessing that's what they want you to do in here. Alright, and this is where we failed that last one. Okay. There, we made that. Oh, I see a landing strip. So I guess this is the city we were looking for. The ancient city. I want to look at the map, but I kind of don't. I'm sure it's pretty straightforward. I don't see any more checkpoints, so I don't know where I'm supposed to be. The checkpoints help kind of tell you what your elevation should be. Altitude. I'm hoping this is just like a fancy scenic ending. Ancient city with a landing strip? Yeah. They're very progressive. Oh, you meant something else. So I've got to land over there. Not really what I wanted to do, but I was having trouble controlling. I got a B on that? That means we're going to get upgrades. All right. Thanks for the GG. That was... I don't know what my problem was. See, there's air brakes if you hold left and right shoulder. So I was trying to slow down, but I needed to turn. And if I let off the air brakes, I was going to turn, but I wanted to slow down. And it just... I didn't see an actual strip to land on. So I'm like, I hope I'm supposed to land on this ground. I don't want to blow up when I touch down. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to stall now, but I'm not facing the right way. So let me try and turn. And then I stalled. It was basically the opposite of what I wanted to do. But, you know, we're down. So that's cool. The people pricing food are a-holes. So within a day, the price of mayo went to $8.99 down to $6.69. Then down to $4.99. Eggs went up in price. Yeah, eggs are going to go up because of the bird flu. I'm sure they're like, if they haven't yet, they're probably going to have to cull chickens. I don't know if it made it to chickens yet. I know around here. Oh, yeah, bird flu's back. Great timing, you know. Things aren't terrible enough. So, yeah, now we got bird flu. And another problem is there really isn't any communication between the health organizations because of reasons. So this will be interesting. I think there were some geese that were culled around me. So, you know, that level, it honestly really wasn't that bad. They were just, certain things made it kind of tricky. The fact that they let me play that section from the waterfall was awesome. We found it. Hey, we rolled credits. It's official. Another game beaten. I don't have a name for my quest of beating games. Yeah, I know the reasons. Yeah. Rolling credits. Clip that says that flying level. So now I'm not going to stop. We still have, I could stream for like another hour. Maybe we can see if we can unlock something like a different plane or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it'll unlock something now that we beat the game. And I'll probably be able to stream tomorrow and Saturday. And if I really felt like it, I could probably stream like Sunday afternoon or something, but that might be too much. So tomorrow, we're definitely going to be starting The Last of Us Part 1. It's either that or Astrobot. But I've been waiting to play The Last of Us. I said this before, since it was announced. Like, it was that game. I was like, it's kind of like how people were looking forward to GTA 6. I wanted to play The Last of Us. And I had the magazine. I used to read the article about it all the time. And I was like, wow, this game is going to be amazing. And then I never got a PS4. I had a PS3 at the time. Never played it. Never got a PS4. And then, I don't know, I was confused. Because then there was like a remaster. I'm like, is the game really that old? Maximus has been conquered, but the open sky calls again. It's actually a remake. I'm going to be playing the PS5 version, which is The Last of Us Part 1. So the game was completely remade for the PS5. And then, there's Part 2. I only have Part 1 right now. and I got it for like 40 some dollars. So I figured it was worth it. And, you know, it was a gift card. So it wasn't. Open. So we get to pick a new wing. We could go with like the really fast one. I don't know. Oh, we could go with the dual propeller. What does that do? We get a different canopy, different fuselage. What does that do? Heavy duty body. Covered tires. Can't select that for some reason. So I could go with faster plane, but less stable. What is the tail doing? About the same. What? I don't know. What did I miss with open? Is my fly open? It's like Need for Speed with planes. Yeah, kinda. Need for Speed is a really fun series. I played a lot of those. Need for Speed and Open Sky. Did we ever have an Open Sky? Typically when you start the level, yeah, the sky is pretty open, and then you fly directly into a cave for some reason. Power +1, weight +1. I probably only get to pick one thing. So this makes it more stable, but it's slower. Two propellers just don't really seem to make sense. It's probably why you don't see it a lot, right? A super dense cloud. True. It's like windy and cloudy. There were some levels that were somewhat kind to me. Not many. It's not supposed to be. I mean, it wouldn't be an exciting, challenging game if every level was just sunny skies and they're like, fly from here to there and land. I mean, I am awful at landing, but still, I probably could have handled that just fine. Usually you can only pick one thing. I don't know what the one thing here. High performance lightweight body or heavy duty body. That gives me more speed, but less strength. Low wind resistance. The wings change quite a bit. Excellent stability, but severely limits speed. All the way up to like the fastest. Improves pitch and speed, but hurts yaw. I use a lot of yaw, right? So it's probably not a good idea. Improves speed and yaw. Hurts speed. Improves stability, pitch, and yaw. The dual prop should be higher speed and better climb rate. Well, it's not showing a difference in power, which I guess is strictly just engine It's a bit heavier, but it's quite a bit more. Oh, climbing ability doesn't change at all. I didn't even notice I had a climbing ability. Yeah, it stays at 2.0. It seems like it's slower and heavier and more stable and not very realistic. It is more stable. I am enjoying this, and welcome, Krabby Mud Crab. It's a great name. Yeah, I just beat it actually. I needed to use this slow baby plane because I'm terrible at it, but we made it through tonight. But welcome on in. Are you a fan of this game? I saw there was 105 followers of this category on Twitch, and I was kind of surprised about that. You played it forever ago? This is my first time, and I don't even know what drew me to it. I didn't really know anything about it. I just looked for, what are some like kind of chill games? Because a lot of times I put myself into situations where I don't even want to play the game anymore. But typically when I start a game, we play it until we beat it. And I didn't want to get into that situation, but it seemed laid back enough that, I'm not going to be stressed out doing it, So, yeah, I liked it. It was fun. But, like I said, I didn't do well. I have a few upgrades. I don't have very many planes. So my plan was we just beat the game. I'm going to pick an upgrade for this plane. And then I've got an IGN list of how you can get other planes. And there's apparently one plane where the body parts and the engine are scattered across different maps and stuff like that. I don't have a Game Shark ready to go because it seems like there are codes you can just put in for the Game Shark and have everything opened up. And, since we beat it, I wouldn't even care about doing that. But I don't really have a way of doing a Game Shark right now, so I'm just going to mess around with the rest of this. I don't know. So out of all the things we can upgrade, what do you think would be worthwhile? We've got a wing upgrade, a tail upgrade. Nothing seems to affect climbing ability. Not even an engine. And that's an extra 100 horsepower. All it does is I can't change it. It says +1 power and +1 weight. Does that make it lighter? It's heavier, right? Like +1 weight is heavier. So what is the point of adding 100 pounds and making it heavier? It's a little bit faster and a slightly less stable. Whichever gives you the largest increase in stats. Yeah. I mean, there are some aesthetics to consider if you care about that kind of stuff. A lot of the times I fly even slower. Like I don't even fly with the throttle all the way up because I need maximum amount of reaction time. But I have to say, like, I was relieved when I crashed on the final level after I got to the waterfall section. You fly into the tunnel and then you find Maximus or whatever. I didn't even want to hit the retry because it took me, I've been working on the final level since my last stream. And I was like, I don't want to do this again, but we have to finish this game. And it finally, I timed out and it reset itself, but it started me at the waterfall. I was like, oh, yes, I can do this now. I didn't have it in me right at that second. See, so the propeller gives us a bit more stability. I don't know. We're pretty stable. I feel like this is a PS5 update. stability. Yeah, and that was the really surprising part, was because this game doesn't have checkpoints ever. Like whenever, like the rings, as far as I can tell, maybe I'm wrong and I've been playing the game wrong the entire time. From what I can tell, every time you die, you start at the beginning of the level. A special ring? There was a ring there. So if you fly through the rings, does that mean you can restart at that checkpoint? Because I swear I was getting rings, and every single time I had to start at the beginning of the level. I was probably playing the game wrong. There was like, it was like a yellow, more solid ring. And I don't know if that was at that waterfall section. I almost ran out of fuel because I flew around to the left side, and I'm like, I don't see how you're supposed to get in. And then I turned around and I was like, oh, there is a ring up there, but I didn't have enough speed at the time. So I just thought maybe I would take a look around. Yeah, I definitely did not get all the rings. I was just determined to get through the levels because I am terrible at most games, and I get to the point where I just want them to be over. And we were getting there. With that level, I was like, all right. That took me like 2 hours to get through, not including whatever I did last stream. I think I tested it a couple times and I kept crashing into something in the beginning, which ended up not being a problem at all tonight. So I like the game because you did make steady progress. Like as you played it, you learned the level. As long as the level was somewhat designed. There were a few that were just not good. Even if you did retry them, they were just not good. One of them is the one where you fly in the jet streams. I get what they were going for. It really wasn't that exciting. And my least favorite was the one where you have to fly inside the cloud. You fly up into the cloud, and then for some reason, the cloud turns into, essentially, it's just a fluffy cave. It turns into a fluffy cave, and it's terrible. Fuselage A, high performance, lightweight body, but then we can't crash into stuff. I'm a big fan of crashing into stuff. I like to give a little bit of bounce off of the rocks sometimes, and it gets me through. I don't know if we want to go lightweight. Heavy duty is good. We lose strength. We don't really lose much. Do we even lose anything with going with heavy duty body? Speed. That's somewhat reflected on there. Yeah, it is a big increase in strength. So maybe that, I don't know. This is probably the plane I'm going to be flying. It depends on the level. The tires don't really seem like, I can't really select anything, so it's kind of hard. I have to like toggle back and forth. We're losing strength? No. What's happening? I don't know. It just says low wind resistance. So do we gain speed? A little bit of speed? I don't know. It's hard to tell. The wings are probably going to do the most. Like we'll get up to like 227. You can see like the whole thing is just kind of sliding up. Wing E, it does reduce stability, but it improves speed. And we're not losing that much stability, right? Like, do I not have wing A? I don't know. I've not looked into upgrades for other planes. I don't know if I can. Like, I can't exit. I think it's because this is the plane I was using. This is the one I have to upgrade. There's no exit. You know, typically you can go in and do stuff, but I can't get out of this screen. So I think they're trying to make me upgrade this one. Now this one we can get a little extra speed and stability, but I don't feel like nothing is changing the climbing ability. It would be nice to like not stall as much. I don't know. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of making choices. So this is honestly really difficult for me to come to a conclusion. There was one that gave me a bump in climbing ability. Really? Because it's been at 2. I'm just going to go through this stuff real quick. Oh, the wings. That's the first I've noticed that. Thanks for pointing that out. Excellent stability. Decision fatigue is real. Yeah, trust me. Having so many games to choose from, it makes it really difficult, especially when, you know, like I'll go onto Reddit to game deals, and whatever game is free, I'll go grab it. So I've got so many free games for like Steam and Epic, GOG, and, you know, plus I have the PS2. We got PS1, you know, Genesis, Super Nintendo, you know, and basically all of the major retro consoles available. It's hard. The other downsides, I wish I could, like, what, do I not have Wing A? That's the thing. I don't think 2.2 climbing ability is really worth the stability. Like I'm getting, I don't know. Is the engine +1 power? Like, why doesn't that give me more climbing ability? And the propeller, like Hovenala was saying, I guess it makes sense that you would have more climbing ability with dual propellers, but it seems like it's just making it more stable, and it's slower. Canopy's not really a consideration. The fuselage, not really. But, you know, we are getting a bump in strength. How great is the loss in speed with the wings? I don't know. So that's the thing. Like, I don't know what my current configuration is. Yeah, I guess it's just showing like what my maximum is. It's not a comparison to what. I just mean, like, I don't know what wings I have on right now. Do I have, maybe I have the B wings on, or I have B and C. I don't have A. The pink. Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I guess the pink is what. So. It doesn't seem like speed is really affected all that much. Yeah, it doesn't show me the numbers. It's just a graph, whatever that's called. I don't know the name of that graph. I'm sure it has a very specific name. I guess it's helpful. But yeah, you're right. I didn't really consider. I mean, I probably just wasn't thinking. What a surprise. See, now these tails don't really change all that much. I don't think any of the tails are worth it. The engine doesn't seem to do much at all. the propeller increases stability quite a bit. I do lose some speed. Canopy doesn't seem worth it. The fuselage really does a lot. I don't know. Now that's showing speed going down with a heavy duty body. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the heavy duty body, but does that... It doesn't look like it's changing much other than... Yeah, it's increasing the weight, which is probably why my speed is reducing. I don't know. I could just go for like the fastest wings. But that's showing that my climbing... Maybe there's some kind of correlation between like stability and climbing ability. Because if you look at that, like it goes up to 7.5 and 2.2, but once we lose stability, yeah, climbing, they're right next to each other on the chart. So they are somewhat related. I guess. Smaller wings would reduce drag, also reduce climbing ability due to less surface area. Yeah, makes sense. I'm not sure I like the small wing and the big wing. I'm not really the biggest fan of biplanes, but it's just the slowest plane that I had to get me through stuff. Really seems like the wings change a lot. My overall objective at this point, I don't know. It's just after tonight, I probably won't be playing it, so it doesn't matter all that much. Yeah, I know. It seems like there's a lot of people that follow this game, and if you emulate it, there are upgraded textures for it, so you can play it in HD essentially. But yeah, no remake that I know of. I could see myself maybe getting into this at some point, if I wanted to go back into it and like try and get better stuff, but I probably wouldn't stream it. I never heard of it, and I had a PS2. I had a PS2 almost from launch. I had it early on, and I don't ever remember it coming out. I could have picked it up and put it back down, like, because I remember I had was it Air Force Delta for Dreamcast? So I was aware of flying games. I had Microsoft Flight Simulator on PC, one of the earlier models, early 90s. And so I had Corn Cob 3D. I'm pretty old. That was an old DOS flight simulator. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but I spent forever on that thing. So what do we want to do? All right, we got to pick right now. We going wings? Wings seem to do a lot. Or we just go heavy duty body. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have an objective right now. So we could go like super fast. So I guess we could either go faster or be stronger. That's kind of like... I like the climbing ability though, but does that really pay off? Because I tend to stall. It would make certain things easier if I could. I would think, though, being able to go faster would be a good thing. What if we do... It says severely reduces stability. I don't know. Let's... 227. Is that like the fastest we can go? I think the 227 is like the fastest we can go. Let's just do that. Let's just go with the fast wings. And we'll see what this baby can do. Oh, we got a new aircraft. All right. We got to try that out, you know. Let me save. Yeah, it's got to... I'm sure that'll be easy to control. And I am playing on an actual PS2. So I was experiencing some slowdown in the sections. It was having trouble. The level with a lot of trees. I don't know if you remember that one. A lot of the really tall trees. I had some slowdown in there. And a lot of the caves when there was like animated rocks and stuff. It did not care for that. I'm just going to grab a drink here. So what other games are you into? Because I play a lot of different stuff. I've played through the Dark Souls games. I don't do a whole lot of RPGs. Not many. I think I have 4 planes. And go to the hangar. So we've got the swordfish. We've got the pulse jet. I did not care for the pulse jet. It had awful handling. I could not turn, but I really didn't try and fly it very much. Now we have the ME-262. You have to beat adventure mode. So that's how we got that. We beat adventure mode, so we unlocked that. If you do all of the target modes in under 10 minutes, you get the stealth jet. If you do all the missions in adventure mode with an A grade, you get a UFO. Oh wait, no. This is just stealth jet. The way this guide is written is very confusing. I can't tell if the title of the information is above or below the line. I'm looking at this IGN thing. The Long Dark. I'm vaguely familiar with that. I don't really know much about it. I know the name, and I think I saw someone playing a game and they're like, oh, this reminds me of The Long Dark. And I don't play a lot of shooters. The Division, yeah. There's somebody that comes in here that plays those games, and I will watch them. I watch people play them, but I've seen someone play through a lot of Hogwarts. I'm not really a Harry Potter fan. My wife and daughter are currently reading through the series. My wife has read through the series several times, but my daughter, she's 6 now, and they're reading it together. So this is her first time through the series. I think they're on book 4. I've not played Hogwarts, but so they'll talk about characters, and I'm like, I never heard of that character before. I don't know what you're talking about. So I guess we'll just try this jet in something. And then I also have the BF 109 custom. I use this. This was kind of like my go-to plane. And then if I couldn't beat a level, I would go to the swordfish because it was slow. But I've got a link to my games. It's just a link to a Google Doc, or like a Excel kind of file, and it lists all the games that I've played. And PC games are all listed. I don't have a lot of retro games listed, and the bottom of the thingy does scroll, so there's more systems at the bottom if you scroll through the tabs. But basically, like whatever retro systems are of interest to me, like I grew up with Genesis, Master System, like Saturn. I have a Dreamcast, an actual Dreamcast that I modded over there on the shelf that we play sometimes. We played through Shenmue on Dreamcast, and then I busted it out for the anniversary of the Dreamcast. I got the PS2 right here next to me on the desk. And then for the older systems, I actually use a Mister. I used to have an analog Genesis, essentially. And I do have a Super Nintendo back. It's actually behind me on the printer, but I don't really need it. Right, I use the Mister instead of playing off the actual Super Nintendo. The UFO is a gold flying bowler hat. NES, SNES, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. You went full PC. Gave away your PS4. Yeah, I've got an NES Mini. I've got one of the mini systems out in the living room, and actually I have 3 PS2s. One of them is in pieces in my basement because I needed to fix something on it and I just never bothered to, so I just bought another one. And then I've got a slim PS2 out in the living room. But yeah, I was a Sega kid. I didn't have an NES until I was much older. Someone just gave me one and I was like, all right. And I played it once in a while. All right, so we'll try the ME262. And of course, I changed the graphics on that swordfish one. And then Super Nintendo, I never had one until I bought one a few years ago. And we played through Super Mario World, Super Metroid. We played several Super Nintendo games because I just wanted to, see what it was all about. We did Yoshi's Island. What else did we play? I did want to play Donkey Kong Country. I never got to it, but I did want to play it. Let's see. I was going to pull up my docs and go down to... Oh yeah, I also played Super Castlevania 4 and Super Mario RPG. And then the rest I listed. I started Final Fantasy VI, but my save got corrupted. I was playing on my actual... These were all done on the actual Super Nintendo. And I was using the EverDrive. And my save got corrupted. And I was about 6 hours in. And I never went back to it. That was enough. And the only PS1 game I played on stream was Metal Gear Solid. And yeah, that one was not a good one for me. We played Black on PS2. Oh, I'm also I have a mini thing going on. I'm trying to 100% the Grand Theft Auto games. So we 100%ed Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City so far. So San Andreas is next whenever I feel like doing that. And then Sky Odyssey we just finished tonight. You were a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. I never played it before, and that was my first time playing it. I played it last year sometime, and it was one of my least favorite gaming experiences. Let's just, I don't know, pop into adventure. You think San Andreas is the best? I gotta say, I really, after playing through 100%, I remember when I had all of them, and when they came out, and I think I spent the most time in Vice City, but going back to it, it really didn't feel like there was really much evolution between 3 and Vice City. Like it looked different, but it felt smaller. And I don't know, 3 was probably the better game, honestly. Metal Gear Solid, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1. Why did I hate it? It was a bit janky. I did give him credit for, I mean, I have a Kojima emote. So it's not like I have anything against Kojima. It was a very ambitious game. I feel like it would have been better if it was on maybe PS2. Like this, if the series would have started, like the Solid series would have been on PS2, I think it would have been more complete. But it felt like he was trying to cram too much into the PS1, and because I had zero experience with it, it was a bit too much for me to go back to and figure out. Like, I knew nothing about it. I was probably driving most people crazy as I was playing it. But I feel like it was one of those games I had to play. And I'm glad I played it, but I didn't enjoy it that much, if that makes any sense. Like, I try and push myself outside of my comfort zone. I don't even honestly know what my comfort zone is anymore. I guess it used to be side scrollers, platformers, like, but really when I was younger, I was really into racing games. So it kind of changed. And then, I pushed myself. We fought our way through the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I still have Sekiro, Bloodborne to work through. I have Demon Souls on PS3, but we're going to do the remake someday on PS5. I have that. I played like half of it, maybe. 2 and 3 are some of the... I never said I wasn't going to play 2 and 3. I just need to play other things before stepping back into that. I don't know. It was just a very frustrating game. There wasn't a whole lot of fun for me. What mission? I just want to try this jet out a little bit. The adventure begins. Now we'll just do that just to see what it's like. Yeah, so it might happen someday. On the menu next, it's going to be The Last of Us Part 1, the PS5 remake. I need to play that. I really want to play Astrobot. I've been playing a lot of... Well, before this, what did we... Oh, I played Omori. So I beat Omori. That took forever. That game was way longer than I expected. And that was one of those games I was getting fatigued. I started out liking it, and then I just needed it to be over. So I kind of gave up on... I didn't 100% it. Watch a long play of it. I beat it. I beat Metal Gear Solid. I beat pretty much every game that we play. I didn't beat Black on PS2 because the final level is so long and there's no checkpoint that I just don't have the time to do it on stream. So I got to the final level and I was like, all right, I'm considering this game done because I got through most of it and then kept dying and it just took too long to reset. So, but yeah, I did beat Metal Gear Solid 1. Even though I was hating it, we saw, we rolled credits. But yeah, Amori, what else did we do recently? I did some Trials, Fusion, I think. Was it Fusion? What's the other one? I've got 2 Trials games. They were really fun. There was a little bit of DLC left. I didn't get to the DLC, all of it.
Your mission, safely navigate the ravine near the eastern shore of Arcadia Island and land in the clearing.
So yeah, maybe someday we'll see those. Trials Fusion, yeah, it was relaxing. The Trials games are not stressful. I mean, there were some levels that I got a little annoyed by, but I loved those games. I played the demo and I'm like, I just need to play these whole game through. Like,
the weather is clear.
All right, yeah. All right, let's just fly this thing.
Follow the arrow on your. Once you reach the clearing, there will
Okay.
be an air.
I don't care. Just let's go. I'm not going to know how to land this thing. This is not going to go well. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I think the Trials games are fun. Pretty fast, and I gotta say it doesn't control very well. Not really at all. It's kind of fun though, being this fast. I'm just... Uh-oh. Engine broken. That's a problem. But we bounced right off of it. Stalled. Wait, let's get our gear out. Let's set her down. No problem. Yeah. We don't need to save that replay. That's okay. Might control better at slower speeds? I don't know. Let's try some of this stuff. Begin stage. What's target? I don't know what this is. Target mode. Yeah, we don't need to read stuff.
There are 2 sets of 6 targets in this stage.
Okay.
A red set
Uh-huh.
and a blue set.
Got it.
To complete the stage, pass through 6 targets and land before time runs out.
Hmm. Okay. That's kind of out of bounds. The center for max points. I don't want to do it at night. How do I got stuck here before. I could not figure out, like, how to get out of this.
There are 2 sets of to complete the stage.
Okay.
Pass.
I mean, I did go. Oh, it's at the top scrolling. There we go. That works. Wait, why is it raining and what? Raining at night, exactly what I wanted. I didn't pick that. Six points. That didn't count. Went through the side. One point. Whatever. I'm not used to flying this thing. I can't see where this stuff is. Now land either the blue or the red airstrip. Okay. Where are they? Was that? Is that not where? That's probably not right. Oh. This is fine. Just... That was... What was wrong with that? I think it was fine to land there. Do I have to go to the red arrow? Oh. All right. Basically, any other airstrip would have been fine. Oh, well, there it is. I can't see. This is so dumb. Well, that's going to eat into the time. I think you're supposed to do all of these in under like 10 minutes to unlock stuff. It is pretty fast. No medal. I didn't even want one. Next. No, don't save that. Yeah, I can see the replayability in this kind of stuff. Stage 2B now? Or not 2B? All right, weather. No, I don't want to know what it is. Can I go back and set? How do I set the weather? Where's that screen? I guess I don't get to.
Two sets of 6 targets in this stage. A red set and a blue set.
Uh-huh.
To complete the stage, pass through 6 targets.
Oh, now it popped up. All right. Oh, weather in each area. So I don't get to change the weather? It just tells me what it is. It says clear. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We don't have much time left. We don't have the technology yet. So I gotta land at one of those 2. I put the gear up. Why didn't it go up? That didn't count. Okay. I have no idea where I am. This is not going well. I can't even hit the targets. I thought it was clear. I can't see a thing. Oh, this is bad. I don't want to be in here. Oh my God. What? I'm not getting any points. I can't even hit these. I don't know what to do. Yay! Uh-oh. That's 3. Ah. No! This is too hard. I was trying to turn around. I don't need autopilot. I can't see. I did not want foggy, cloudy weather. I just wanted to see what I'm doing. This is not clear. This is really annoying. I can't even tell where I am. Oh, it took over again? Game. Let me play the game. Where are we? Oh, there's 4. I'm not gonna get it. 1 point. Yay. I don't know how you're supposed to do all of these stages in under 10 minutes. That's crazy. All right, now we can land, thankfully. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's not fun with this plane. I would probably enjoy a much slower plane. How far away? Okay. I wonder why there's red and blue. Can you please go get down there? I'm not gonna make it. I went over time. You get 5 minutes. Instead of just giving me a bad time, they decided to just kill me. Nice. Flying through the center. Yeah, flying through the center makes sense, but that thing is too fast. I'm not here to impress anybody, Rav. I don't care if you're let down. It's not my problem. This is free. It's free to be here. You know? I could make this sub-only stream, but I don't. Because nobody would show up. But that's not the point. Select aircraft. Yeah, now we're talking. Let's try this bad boy out. Since we,
There are 2 sets of to complete the stage.
Yeah. I've seen this before. Just start. Okay. Now this one I can do. How much time do they give me? Still 5 minutes? Oh, that could be a problem. Maybe not. This thing is much easier to land, though, and control. We don't have to worry about gear because it doesn't retract. All right. I mean, that should be like hundreds of points, considering how dead center we were. Wonder why they're numbered too. Like, do you get more points for going in order? Oh, look at all the points. Oh, now we're zooming. Let's go over and get that. Wait, you know what? Now that we're going so slow, we could probably... go get some of these. I don't know where they are. I don't even see any. All right. One point. I disagree. That was uncalled for. No. Where are all these? I know there's that number 1. That was easy to get. There's a number 6 somewhere in here. Oh, that slow down. I don't see it, but there's... Oh, I'm not going to be able to get this. Can I? Oh, they gave it to me. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, I missed way too much with that, that other plane. Oh, we're going to have to go out this way. I'm going to stall it if I try and go that way. Now, this is the upgraded one. So this has the... It should be faster, but less stable. Now we should be able to clear this. Perfect. I didn't realize I was that close on my time before. Oh yeah. No medal. I don't understand what I'd get medals for. Maybe it tells me. I still have that FAQ open. Let's see. Unlock stuff in target mode. You get a radio and with 4 gold medals, music tracks, 1 silver medal each, a special radar, 2 gold medals. Oh, it shows the location of the hidden landing strips, which hold the hidden parts to make the Shinden plane. You get emblems if you get 2 silver. Unlimited boost. What is boost? There are 3 sub-final stages before Maximus. The Valley of Fire, the Great Falls, a tight squeeze. You will only see one of these stages on your route to Maximus. The one you see is dependent on what route you take through the islands. Oh yeah, I was reading about that. If you take different orders of levels, you see different levels. And there's different combinations all the way A, B, C, D, E, F. They all end at Maximus except for... Oh, I guess some end at the Great Falls. I thought Maximus was the end, but maybe that's just because that's the path I chose. So that's interesting. So if you want to spend time on this game, there's a lot to grind for. I don't really want to right now, but it seems like it could be fun. Like, if you found this game, like, back when it came out, I would have been really into it, most likely.
There are 2 sets of 8 targets in this stage. Hit the pause button to display the target map. This will help you find the targets and plan your line of attack.
I don't care. I'll just wing it. Get it? Maybe that's what the medals, like, you get medals if you get all of the same color. This kind of reminds me almost of like some GameCube Zelda music or something. Oh, we're gonna stall. It's okay. I know, I'm turning around. It's fine. You're an area limit. I just want to try and go for blue. Oh, is that it? I don't need to plan a route. This is perfect. We just got to find 7 and then we'll land on the blue runway. Wherever that is. Easy. Oh, we get 4 minutes. I didn't look at that. All right, where's the blue runway? Over there. And that's how it's done. Oh, wait. There's 8. I don't think we're going to make it. I just realized that. It's right there. This is fine. This is fine. It's probably not fine. No! I was right there. I didn't know there was 8. There was never that many before. Can't believe they cheated like that. And then they're going to blow me up. That runway is... Oh, I'm fine. I actually survived. All right, I really should be going, but I just want to beat this one. Because they cheated. change our angle here a little bit. So we're heading right for the 1. Oh, that didn't really help. This is not going the way I wanted it to. I could do better. I should be able to get all the points. I kind of forgot where it was. It's like down at a weird angle. So, yeah, after this, I'm going to head out, and then I'll come back most likely tomorrow. I probably shouldn't say that. I'd like to come back tomorrow and start The Last of Us. That's better. I probably know too much about it to be like super excited about learning something I didn't already know, but it's possible there's something I don't know about it. It's a game I've seen played, but I don't think I've seen every second of it. All right. I know I could definitely do this. Go around this side. We were so close before. I didn't realize there were 8 markers. I don't even know if you have to get them in order. Oh, that was only 1 point. That one's tough. Something like this I could probably get into more than the adventure part as far as like grinding goes. Where's 8? Oh, like headed straight for it. It's just a blue dot. All right, now we gotta land again. Did it. 89% technical. We got a gold medal. We got a gold medal, finally. All right, so I guess it makes sense. You got to collect the colors. I don't know about order, but... yeah, it seems rather tall for an airstrip. I guess we'll go ahead and save that. So how do I... Oh, you need 4 gold medals to get a radio. It doesn't seem like 1 gold medal does anything. Okay. And there's sky canvas. I do want to go, but... What is this?
The objective of Sky Canvas mode is to create designs in the sky by releasing smoke from your aircraft. In each stage, there is a different design to make. Here is how to play. When flying, press the circle button to release smoke from your aircraft.
Yeah,
Releasing
I'm
smoke
done.
will make a line
I just
in
wanted
the
to see what this
sky.
was.
Putting these lines together will make a pattern. However, you can't create a good design.
Okay. So it's smoke. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, that's fine. Title screen. Boom. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We rolled credits on Sky Odyssey tonight. I can't say it was my best work, but we did it. And we're going to be moving on to The Last of Us Part 1, the PS5 remake. And of course, thanks to Organic Meow for that resub. Very much appreciated. Never have to do that, but it's awesome when you do. So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever it happens to be. And we'll see you tomorrow. And it's probably gonna be a longer stream. We'll probably go more for like 4 hours. Just because I can't wait to play the game, and I'm probably not gonna want to stop playing it. But yeah, Last of Us, finally, tomorrow. Have a great whatever it is, and I'll see you then. All right.